What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Be careful of those women who are quick to reject you off of dumb things. And the reason why I say that, be careful of those women when they seemingly reject you off of something dumb and you're like, huh? That don't make sense. It ain't really that they rejecting you. It's not they rejecting you off of that dumb thing. It's more like they rejecting you because they scared you gonna reject them. So you have a lot of women who feel like they're gonna reject you before you reject them. Be careful of that. I was thinking about that really since last week. Because I be watching those balloon pop shows, because, as I say, they the gift that keep on giving and everything, right? They the gift that keep on giving. And, one of the things I seen about it, right, especially last week's show, not so much this week's show, because this week's show, it made some sense. It had just the men on there and everything. But last week's show had some women, and they were rejecting men off of height. It was like, what? Height? Now, I understand if the men were naturally short-statured, right? I understand that, but these men were 6 feet. They were like 6 feet 1, 6 feet 2, all of that. And I was just like, what the heck? But then I thought about it, and the women themselves weren't that tall. It was like, well, there's one woman on there 5'11", but she wasn't that. Man, come on now. She still wasn't. She had on heels and stuff and still wasn't taller than the guy, right? And, had one woman on there 5'1" talking about some guy 6 feet was short. It was like, come on now, come on. And, you sit there and you just be like, hold up. But see, some people would say, oh, these women are crazy and all that. They ain't crazy. Understand something. When women do something, it makes sense to them. It may not make sense to you, but it makes perfect sense to them, right? It makes perfect sense to them. See, when a woman rejects you, it ain't always because she just don't want you, but she's really looking at herself. She's looking at herself in the mirror and she realizes she ain't all that. So it's like she reject you before you can reject her. In fact, even on that balloon pop show, there was one young lady, she already thought that the guy was going to reject her off of something. He didn't even reject her off of it. He rejected her off of something else. But that's how many women be thinking and shit. That's how many women be thinking. And sometimes, I'm going to tell you what, even when a woman rejects you, you can't take it personally because you don't know what it is. It could be one thing, it could be something else. You just never know. And see, you can't really worry about it because here's a reality with a lot of women. Unfortunately, a lot of women got low self-esteem. That's just a reality. A lot of women are insecure about something. Even beautiful women are insecure about something. You can't be tripping off of it. You just gotta say, oh, okay, this woman don't feel like she can have something. That's why, you get some guys and they be feeling like, well, damn, I'm 6 feet. People call me handsome. Got my stuff together. And women find something dumb. Like, they be like, well, your shoes don't match. You can change your shoes, or you can change your clothes. Be coming up with some dumb stuff. And really, what they really showing is their own insecurity. Because, see, a secure woman will just say, oh, I'll just change his clothes. Or if I don't like something, he can change that. You know? Insecure woman, see, they worried about not so much what's on you, but what you'll find about them. And because, like, okay, here's the reality, and most men can agree with this. We can take rejection. We're used to it. Shoot, any man who's been out there has been rejected. Even the so-called Chads and Tyrones have been rejected. Somebody's rejected them. We can deal with it. It ain't a big deal to us. Shoot. Most men anyway. You know, most men are just like, oh, well, ain't no skin. It's a part of the game. You know, we don't worry about it. Women, please, reject a woman. You can reject a woman one time. She can get rejected, and she already up in therapy. Shoot, she up in therapy. She getting the girlfriends together to talk with them. I mean, she doing a lot of stuff and everything, so they can't really take it well. So what some of them will do, they'll try to, like, really prevent the rejection or try to call themselves rejecting you first. I actually learned that game, like, way back in the day. A woman said, oh, you're rejecting me because I'm rejecting. Because so you won't reject, and so I won't reject you. Man, say no. She was just getting on my nerves. It wasn't that deep. But I always remembered that because she thought I was going to reject her first. I was like, no. She was just doing some stuff that was just getting on my fucking nerves. And that was really the only reason. She was doing some stalker shit. So I was like, man, I ain't dealing with her. But see, that's when I first learned that about women and what they'll do. And see, that's the thing you gotta be thinking about. And see, that's one thing I'm starting to see on those balloon pop shows and just period. Because if you really pay attention, especially if you're paying attention to social media, you see a lot of women really worried about being rejected. They're worried about a man really rejecting them for whatever reason. You know, and it could be whatever. You know? And sometimes if you're talking to a woman, they'll say it. They'll say, well, my butt ain't that round. It's like, girl, you still look good anyway. Or they ain't that pretty. It'd be like a woman you consider a dime. It'll always be something. So in order for them not to get that rejection, they'll reject you first. So like on that balloon pop show, all these women rejecting these guys because they're, you know, talking about they're short. I'm like, these guys 6 feet. Even the host was like, she was like, for one of them, it's like, well, this guy about 6'2". And you like, what's up with them? Because they are worried about it. They are insecure. Because think about just the level of insecurity with women. Indeed, that's why sometimes they'll get some bum dude because they ain't worried about rejection. You know, some of them even get a handsome dude because, you know, or not a handsome dude, but a medium ugly dude because they ain't worried about rejection. They'll get that guy least likely in their minds to reject him. But then reject the man who they feel will reject him. It's some twisted ass shit. it's some twisted stuff. And ultimately, a man can't really worry about it. See, I'm going to tell you what, as a man, you can't really worry about what a woman does, because if you think about it too much, it'll drive you crazy, because it don't make, a lot of what women do don't make sense to us. Perfect sense to them, don't make a bit of sense to us. But you got to think in terms of, there's an abundance of women. So if one woman is acting stupid around you, acting silly, doing some stuff you consider silly, you can't really worry about it. Remember, your main relationship is with yourself. Your main relationship is with yourself, so you got to worry about yourself first. You got to worry about yourself. If that woman is acting silly or even rejecting you, hell, she could just be rejecting you, period. For whatever reason. For whatever reason a woman's rejecting you, don't worry about it. Because what good is she going to do for you if she's rejecting you? You don't worry about it. Yeah, but I just wanted to talk about that a bit today, because I was thinking about that. Because I'm like, well, damn. How is it? Because I was thinking about that too. Because I was like, well, hold up. How are these women rejecting these men who are taller than average? Or they rejecting them off some clothes which can be changed and everything. Oh, okay. They just trying to reject the men before the men find a reason to reject them. So it's like, oh, okay. So say like big old Denzel. Okay. All right. Now, it's silly to us as men. It really is. It's in fact, it's stupid to us as men. And in fact, some of the that's why some of the better relationships are really relationships where the men and women actually sit down and actually talk to each other and get past all this bullshit. And I do mean bullshit. But, we don't, normally we don't have time for all of that stuff. So we just got to go with what we got right there. Okay. Once again, we got to do it like big old Denzel. Okay. Yeah. Oh, man. But I'm going to tell you, fellas, look, you don't worry about it. Because why would you want an insecure woman anyway? Seriously, fellas, seriously think about that. Why would you want an insecure woman? Because an insecure woman, that's going to be the woman trying to, like, while you sleeping, trying to take your hand and trying to put your finger on your fingerprint ID on your phone and trying to go through it. Or going through some stuff. In fact, I talked yesterday about somebody, an older gentleman hit me up for some consultation this past weekend. And that was one of the issues he had with his woman. She was showing some insecurity, doing some insecure stuff. It was just like, come on, we don't have time for it. Because women, they be tripping sometimes. They don't really need that. Really, for most men, if a woman give up the 90, feed us, and stroke our ego, we ain't going nowhere. We chilling. Shoot, we chilling. We don't want to go anywhere and stuff. See, a smart woman knows a man is easy. Smart women know, hey, like I said, give us the pussy, feed us, and stroke our ego. We ain't gonna want to go anyplace. I don't know why women can't understand that. We easy. The great pumpkin made us easy. We ain't complicated. See, a smart woman know we complicated. Just give us those things. We don't even want to. Shoot, Chris Rock joked about that back in the day. He said, shoot, woman want a man, all she had to do is put a pot on the stove. Just put it on the stove at 6 o'clock. She'd get 2 or 3 men. Shoot. But see, a lot of women, they ain't secure within themselves, though. See, that's the issue. They ain't secure within themselves. Whatever they got going on, they not secure. Whatever they got going on. So, they think we're going to reject them, and yeah, we can. And we will off for some reasons, but, we'll, we don't start off rejecting them. It's usually some action or something that they're doing or something. All they have to do is not do that, and shoot, we easy as hell. But, it is what it is and stuff. But yeah, fellas, y'all shouldn't even take it personally. When a woman reject you for whatever reason, don't even take it personally. Don't even take it personally. Even if it's something that is something there. You got to brush it off. You got to be like, because you get some women want to mess with her. You get some women insecure. Some women want to mess with a guy's head that way. But if you act like, okay, they don't care, like, they can call you whatever and you just like whatever, that messes with their heads. And plus, you can't worry about it anyway, because for every woman that don't want you, there's about 3 who do. Wait a minute, John. I just got to make this turn right here. Yeah, I probably noticed. Anybody who's probably familiar with Harford County know I go the same way all the time. Yeah, I do. Oh, man. Every now and then I may go off if I gotta go someplace. But yeah. But I'm gonna tell you what, fellas, you can't worry about it. Because if a woman reject you for any reason, whether she is just scared for herself or she's just trying to be mean, you gotta be the type, don't worry about it. You gotta just move on. Because one of the worst things a man to do is a woman will reject him and he gets messed up. Now, you done let that woman mess up your head for what? Move the fuck on. Because you have to have the mindset of, I'm not letting this woman bother me. I'm not letting this woman mess with me. Hold up, I got ambulance. Got ambulance behind me. Okay. Okay. Nothing. It's just something here. Anyway, right? Look, fellas, like, you can't worry about rejection. I know Anyway, yeah, car making a turn quick. Anyway, look, here's the thing with rejection. It happens. There's an abundance of women out here. If one reject you, act like you. Look, even if it does fuck with you, don't show it. Don't show it to her. Just move on. Just be like, okay. In fact, look at the woman and say, if she say something to you, say, okay, well, we should stay out of each other's way then. I said that to a woman because I remember a woman said that to me one time. She was just like, you know, I don't like you. I was like, well, we need to stay out of each other's way then. That fucked with her head. That fucked with her head and shit. And I was just like, you said you didn't like me? Shit, what the fuck? Shit. Because you just got to move on because for whatever reason, like I was going to say, for whatever reason a woman dislike you. And it could be for myriad reasons. It could be she trying to get you first. She could genuinely dislike you. I don't know. It could be whatever reason. You don't worry about it. Because you can't worry about it. You just let her do what she gonna do. Move on to the next one. Shit. Like you got some of those players out there. Shit, they play a strict numbers game. And they get rejected like crazy. They'll hit on 100 women, don't give a fuck about it. And they'll be good with getting 3 women. They'd be like, well, 3 out of 100. Ain't a good number for me personally, but these are these players. These players are just say, hey, we just gonna move on. We're gonna just move on, do what we do. That woman can do what she do. Who gives a fuck? And they don't worry about it either. They shake it off. They got thick skin. You know, and that's part of the reason why I tell you, say hi to 3 women a day, because all of them ain't going to say hi back, so you develop a thick skin. Because you can't let rejection worry you, because for whatever reason a woman reject you, you can't let that stop you. Because if a woman rejecting, okay, like say a woman is rejecting you for, she worries you're going to reject her. You shouldn't even want that woman. That woman is immediately no good for you. Seriously, that woman is no good for you. That woman can't do anything for you. That woman, she can't be a good woman to you because she got some insecurities. You don't need that. You need your main relationship is with yourself. You need a woman who is going to be supportive of you, who is in cooperation with your operation, in submission to your mission. You don't need all that bullshit. So is she going to be on some bullshit of rejecting you because she's insecure, that's the worst type to have. Let her go. Go ahead and do your thing. You alright? Yeah. Heck. Oh man. Gotta go get some food and everything. Get some food and get some toilet paper. Concerned about this strike, this dock strike. Oh man, y'all don't want me to get political. Actually, some of y'all do want me to get political. Nah, I don't feel like it. Yeah, make this turn right here. Wait for all these cars to pass. Alright, now I can go do my thing. Go ahead, get some food, get some vittles. Yeah, anyway. I was gonna let dude go. Alright. Anyway, y'all. Y'all have a good day and shit. Alright. Y'all do y'all thing, alright? And remember, if a woman reject you, ain't always because of you. It could be something within. Whatever reason she reject you, just let it go. Anyway, man, I'll talk to y'all. Peace.